Hello and welcome to Broadsword Wargaming. My name is Oliver.
And my name is Ciara, and today we are going to be exploring the new game by One Page Rules called Broken Truth.
If you haven't come across them before, One Page Rules, or OPR, is a fast, beginner-friendly alternative to games like Warhammer. The core rules fit on a single page, are quick to learn, and work with any miniatures you may already own. With free army lists, models for both large battles and small skirmishes, plus their own range of 3D printable models, OPR makes wargaming simple, flexible, and easy to jump into. So let's check them out.
Okay, we're back with another box video. I love these. You love these? I don't know an awful lot about One Page Rules though.
No, me neither. They've been around for a good few years now. I've just never had any dealings with them or their stuff. I know their rules are available online for free. They're generally miniature agnostic, except for today. This new game found box, Grimdark Future, the 2-player battle box with everything you need to play. That's what it says.
That's all we need to play.
Yeah. I'm gonna guess there's robot men and lizard dinosaur people.
I'm gonna do the lizard dinosaur people, I think. So we're gonna open the box, we're gonna go through the contents, see what's in here, play it, paint it, review it. I was hoping to get another P in there.
We're gonna paint the theme tune, write the theme tune, sing the theme tune.
Okay.
So stick with us.
Now, their brand new starter set is here. Grimdark Future Broken Truth, the very first all-plastic 2-player box from OPR, and it's live now over on GameFound. We were lucky enough to get our hands on a preview copy, so let's take a look. Inside, you'll find 77 pre-assembled plastic miniatures split into 2 full armies, the Saurian Starhost and the Robot Legions. There's a core rules 1-pager, a quick start guide, and story missions, all available in 6 languages. You'll also get full-colour board stock terrain, a 44 by 33 inch poster game mat, plus all the accessories you'll need, measuring tools, tokens, and 26-sided dice. I've come across OPR plenty of times over the years, and they've built up a really good and solid reputation amongst wargamers. Personally, I prefer starter sets with models included, which is why this box, to me, stands out. It just makes things easier. OPR do things slightly differently in a way that is refreshing. Their rules are simple, free to access, and easy to play, which is a rarity in today's gaming scene. The mini designs are great, versatile enough to use with other systems, which is always a bonus. Now that we've had a quick look at what's in the box, it's time to get some paint on these models. I've handed the Saurian miniature over to Ciara, and she'll be painting that live on her Twitch channel with a link below. Meanwhile, I'll be working on this Robot Legion character. It's a fantastic model, detailed enough to stay interesting, but still simple enough that you could knock out a whole army without burning out. Now, I'm not going to go into detail into how to paint these models, but I will show you a quick and easy way to do them. I started with a lead belcher spray base because, well, they're robots, so it just makes sense. From there, I built up a few layers of dry brush metallics, each one a little lighter than the last. That creates a nice solid base coat. Once it's dry, you really start to see the sharp edges and details. It is worth noting this one's a 3D print, but the full set comes with proper plastic miniatures. Next, I hit it with a thinned down coat of Nuln oil, being careful to keep it in the recesses. If you want more depth, you can always add more pure Nuln straight into the darker spots. Once that dried, it was on to the cape. The box art shows it in red, and let's be honest, everyone loves a red cape. So I laid down a smooth Mephiston red base coat in thin layers, then shaded it with Targor Raid Shade for a bit of extra depth. While we let that dry, let's check in on Ciara and see how she's getting on.
It's happening, people, look. I'm excited. I never paint with contrast paints like this. I'm not putting it on super heavy, but I'm not putting it on really light either. I'd say a medium amount. It's probably extremely unhelpful for you, but you know what I mean. And then a tiny dab of the dark green colour. I'm actually going to soak up some of that paint first. Tiny dab of the orc skin under here. Oh, that's nice.
With Ciara making good progress, I wanted to finish up this model. I kept things simple, just a few highlights to bring it together, and managed to paint it all in one short session. You could definitely push it further, but I don't think that's really the point of this set, so I painted it with that in mind. Ciara wrapped up her model in a similar way, and the only step left was basing. To keep it quick and effective, I used basic materials from Siege Scenics. We stocked them, they're great quality, and it really is as easy as brushing on some glue, dipping the base in your chosen texture, and adding a tuft for that finishing touch. And just like that, it's done. 2 models painted up in no time. Ciara showed how well contrast paints work on the Saurian, while for the Robot Legion, Leadbelcher was the obvious choice. Both were straightforward to paint, but more importantly, they were pretty fun. Clean lines, enough detail to stay interesting, these are the kind of minis that make painting feel rewarding and just enjoyable. Now that we've got some minis ready in true review style, let's take a closer look at the actual game itself. First off, we need to activate Ciara to assemble the terrain. The full colour terrain pieces are awesome, honestly, easy to assemble, look great and feel really sturdy. I've not dealt with board stock before, but I am very impressed. Then we open the rules. You get a quick start guide and of course a 1-page rule sheet. I see what you did there. It didn't take long to get the hang of things, so we set up a 3x3 map we had laying around and started working through the intro missions. Step by step, I can give you a quick rundown of how this whole thing plays. The game uses alternating activations. Each player picks a unit in turn. That unit takes one action. You can hold and shoot, advance 6 inches and shoot, rush 12 inches but not shoot, or charge into melee up to 12 inches. That's it. Units have to stick together within an inch of a buddy and within 6 inches of the rest of the squad. Terrain matters too a bit, with rough ground limiting movement to 6 inches. Shooting is simple. If a model has range and line of sight, it can fire. Roll 1 die per attack and you're looking for the unit's quality or higher to hit. Each hit forces the defender to roll and failed saves turn into wounds. In melee, charging units move into base contact and both sides strike using the same hit and save system. Finally, morale. Once an army drops to half strength, every unit tests its nerve. Fail and the unit is shaken, fail again while already shaken and it's off the board. That's it. Pretty much summed up in a minute. With that sorted, we set up and played a full game. All in all, it took us about an hour to get through the full game. I've played a lot of games in the past, Ciara hasn't played quite as many, but she did manage to pick up these rules very quickly. So with that, let's check back in and see what we thought.
How did you find the games?
Good, easy, right? We played our way through those missions. One just says move, one's shoot, one's fight, and then you put it all together. The system's very simple. You know, quality checks, so just roll to hit, you take your defense check, or die.
Yeah, that's how
That's
you say
it, right? And there's like, you know, other special rules. We didn't use all of the special rules everywhere, but you know, things like your rendings and you got the little skink guys have the +1 on the shields against shooting stuff. So there's still a nice like bit of interaction and things to pay attention to, but not overly complicated. And I think that is what this does best. Simple, easy, and that's what 1-page rules do. It's my first go at
like
them.
a great intro game to a miniature sort of tactical game like this, I think. For 2 people, everything you need is in the box. You get minis, you get some terrain, you get the rules. The rules are not overwhelming.
No.
They're not on 1 page though. That will be you get
1 page.
0.5 of a mark taken off your 1-page rules.
That's true, it's a 2-page rules.
Well, 1 sheet.
One sheet rules. 1 sheet rules. That's what you're going to change your name to. No, I like that. So
We're tired.
We are tired. What did you think of the models?
I love the models. I've only painted 1, but it lends itself great to contrast paint. So I would say very beginner friendly, but detailed enough that if you're a pro painter, you're going to enjoy painting them too. Yeah,
some of the ones we've showcased here are the prototypes, so like the 3D prints as opposed to the plastics they're going to be in, just because we've got like the pre-box. Yeah, that's the good thing about them is they're not overly complicated. The robots, I saw they're sprayed, dry brushed, washed, done, tabletop ready. Yeah, I think that's the sort of benefit to this whole thing. Oh,
you should paint those rusty.
Rust nocrons.
Rust nons.
Rust nons.
Robot rusticles.
Yeah, I like a nice pair of rusticles. So yeah, overall, very good. I know you don't normally like things like this.
I don't like tokens, but these ones are really colourful, so they drew me in.
Yeah, you got lured in by the pretty colours. Also, not too many really to have to work and worry about. So yeah, overall, thumbs up.
Yeah, we like it. You'll like it. Buy it.
Probably no more to say, really. Check out the link down there in the description. Check out the link in the old description. And check out the Kickstarter. If the Kickstarter's already ended by the time you're watching this from the future, the Grimdark Future, then check out the link. That'll probably take you to the game. All the rules are available online for free. You can download the rules. But the advantage of this is it's a 2-player battle box with everything you need to play. That's why it's good. So thanks a lot, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.